Namaskaram. Today we will stretch the glute or hip stretch. If you're working in office and if you sit for a long time, or if you're an athlete, so your glute will be tight. Because of the tightness in the glute and the hip, it may compress your lower back or the lumbar, and it will lead to backache or back pain issues. So today I will teach and I will show you three types of exercises that you can do to stretch the glute. And that will be, one will be if you are sitting in an office, you can do it while you're sitting on the chair, the one. Second one, if you can do while you're laying on bed, you can do it. Third one will be on the mat if you're practicing yoga practice, so how to stretch the glute. So that will be a little bit more deep stretch will happen in the glute. So let me go to the first one. If you're working in an office, you're sitting on a chair, so you just have to straight your back, and from here just keep your leg apart and cross one leg, right or left leg, any leg. Just drop keep your right ankle on your left thigh, and straight your back, and with the deep inhalation stay there, and with the deep exhalation gently lean forward and bend forward gently. Just relax your hands and just try to reach down gently with the deep exhalation. You can see when you're going down, you start to feel the stretch in your right hip, and just be there and try to breathe as long as possible and try to relax your body. Deep inhalation and exhalation, and slowly come up, and same like this. Repeat. You can repeat this for 3-4 times and change to other side also. So this one is a very simple one. You can do it in office. The second type of stretch is when you're laying on the bed. You can do it similar like you're laying down on the bed, and from here you just have to bend both the knees and take your right leg up. Again, you have to take your right ankle, drop it and touch to the left thigh here. And you remember, like you cross like a lotus pose, off lotus. Remember, the more down you take, the more stretch will happen. The more high you take, the more deep stretch will happen. Okay, you just have to drop it here, and the right hand from in, left hand from the down, and try to grab your left shin or the knee here. And now from here, with the deep inhalation, and while you're exhaling, try to pull in, exhale, deeper, 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 deeper. Deep inhalation, straight your hand, and exhalation, pull in, relax the shoulder, just bend the elbows and pull in, like this. Very good, and stretch will happen in your right hip. Just repeat this 3-4 times, relax, and again, change to other side. Similarly, bend the ankle, bend the knee, and keep your ankle on your right thigh. Left hand in, right hand out, grab it, and with the exhalation, pull in, inhalation, straight your hand, and exhalation, pull in. So repeat this 3-4 times. So this is the second method. So the third method, which will be on the yoga mat if you're practicing yoga practice, or how to stretch the glute. Okay, so for that, first you start with the child pose. Drop your hip on your heel, and then slowly go back to the cat pose. From here, first take your right leg forward and touch your right knee to the right wrist. From here, and open your right heel outside like a pigeon pose, and toes in, lift your knee up and try to move your left knee little backward like this. Cross your leg and stretch your both the toes behind, stay there. And you need to remember here, if you keep the right heel more closer, more easy and more less stretch will happen. If you take a little forward, more deep stretch will happen. Okay, You just keep it here, stay there for a break, for a while. 3, 2, 1. Now gently bend forward, try to drop your both the elbows on the ground and stay here. And remember here, when you're doing this, try to drop your right hip on the ground and try to turn your left thigh on the ground like this. You have to turn it without lifting your right hip like this and stay there. 3, 2, 1. From here, if it's possible, just try to straight your hand and touch your forehead on the ground and stay there. If it's not possible, you can just be there, it's completely fine. And remember, try to move your both the elbows to the left side, a little bit to the left side, like here, and then straight your hand if it's possible and stay there. Breathe in, breathe out. The main thing is here about your left thigh, you have to turn it in, okay, and then slowly come back. Toes in, move your knee forward gently, and then right leg back, go back to the Chinese pose as a counter pose. And after this, you have to repeat same with the other side. Left knee forward, touch your knee to the left wrist, and then open your left heel out like here, and then toes in, lift your knee up, move your knee a little back. Toes back, stretch both the toes and drop your elbow forward and stay here. The left hip still on the ground, and try to turn your hip and try to touch your right thigh on the ground like here. Good. Here. And if it's possible, go for the next. Straight your hand, touch your forehead on the ground. Stay here for a few deep breaths. And then slowly come back. In here, if you want to make it more intense, you just move your both the elbows or both the hands to the right side, so it will be a little more intensive or intense. Okay, then slowly come back. Toes in, knee forward, leg back, and go for child pose as a counter pose. So these are the 3 simple method of stretching the glute or the hip. If it's good, if you stretch your glute in a regular base, so that there will be no compression or no pressure on your lower back if you're working in an office. Thank you so much. If you want to know more updates, please comment below or the text me.